Hello, Fabian Cardolino here, your Western real estate specialist. Today's January 23rd, 2025. President Trump took office just a few days ago, and I wanted to give it a few days to settle down and go in deep dive and find out exactly what their housing market plans are, how they're going to fix the mess that we have, and see if there's anything out there that will benefit us, the buyers and the sellers, when it comes to the real estate market, especially down here in South Florida. So let's take a look around and see exactly what they have in plan for us. One of the main things that are rumored to happen is to actually privatization of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Those two organizations are government organizations that essentially all they do is that they buy out the new generated loans from the lenders, from JP Morgan, Chase Bank, Bank of America, etc. Why do they do that? They do that in order to put money back into the banks so they can go ahead and generate more loans. So they don't service the loans, they only buy out the loans so the banks and lenders can have more money to give out. Now, what is going to happen if they privatize those two organizations? They privatize those two big companies. What's going to cost is going to cause a lot more competition in the marketplace. What does that mean? That means that the lenders are going to have to offer better products at better rates. Why? Well, because the two big sharks just jumped into the waters with them, and they got to make sure that they offer the best services or the best rates in order for them to be able to get those new loans. Because Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they're huge. That means that if they start servicing loans and they actually start generating new loans, they will have the capacity of offer a better product to the consumer. Now, there's always an upside and a downside to everything that comes new to the marketplace. One of the downsides that I can see here is that if they privatize those two organizations, that means that they're going to answer to shareholders. Now, by answering to shareholders, that means that shareholders are expecting profits. If they focus on profits, that means that us, the consumers, are going to get stuck with the higher things. Perhaps higher servicing fees, perhaps higher processing fees, or even higher closing costs. So there has to be some regulations in there to make sure that that doesn't trickle down to us. Another big thing that they're in the works, and it's rumored to happen, is cutting down the cost of new constructions. How are they going to do that? Well, they made a study. They figured out that around $400,000 is the cost to build a brand new home. This is a average price across the country. So out of those $400,000, $90,000 of those $400,000 are just in fees, governmental fees, assessment fees, and anything that has to do with taxes, regulatory fees, etc. So if they're able to work through those fees and actually get them lower for the new constructions, that means that the new construction prices will drop. If the new construction prices drop, that means the market drops.